Hurricane Beryl is now heading toward the U.S. border with Mexico after impacting several Caribbean islands, most recently Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. Joining us now to talk about the damage left by this powerful storm is Lester Barclay, a Chicago attorney and honorary counsel for Jamaica. Sir, thank you for being with us. I know you're from Chicago, you're in Atlanta right now, but you're in constant touch with officials there in Jamaica, still assessing. But tell us about the damage that you're learning about.
Well, as you know, yesterday, the hurricane touched down in Jamaica at 140-mile winds speed and created severe damage to the island in certain areas of the island. Power is down. There's been a lot of flooding throughout and severe damage just throughout the nation.
What is the general feeling? I know the damage is there in the southern coast. The prime minister said feels that Jamaica got spared the worst of it. But I mean, if you've been displaced, there's some 500 people that are in shelters right now. What is the overall assessment given how strong the hurricane was at that point?
Well, I mean, certainly Jamaica got spared the brunt of the storm, but still there's still power outages. There's still a lot of damage, beach erosion just across the board. We've been in touch with officials there, just assessing the damage that has been done so far. For the 75,000 Chicago area residents who are of Jamaican nationals, they're concerned about their relatives and their family and their friends back home.
Do you have specifics yet about critical infrastructure damage that we need to know about?
Everything is still being assessed. The airports were shut down. They will reopen tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. And hopefully we can get people who've been stuck there, back to the United States and the Chicago area as well.
What about the types of resources that are needed in the short term? This could be a long-term ordeal as the recovery goes on, but do you have knowledge of what is needed right now?
Still making a full assessment at this point, but certainly there's going to be resources that are going to be needed to rebuild some infrastructure. Medicine and those things are always critical at times like this. And so we're simply assessing things and we'll have a better sense. But if folks want to make donations, they can do through the Council of Jamaica at Chicago. You can go to that website and basically donate for the need of those who have suffered.
I know it's too early to even be talking about a recovery timeline because it just happened yesterday here. But what's your assessment of how preparation was for this, given how early Beryl came in the hurricane season?
Well, I mean, certainly this is an early time for hurricanes to come into the Caribbean. But fortunately, the word got out. It's my understanding that only one life was lost throughout on the island for this hurricane. And so that we have to credit the government for getting the word out and getting people to a point of safety, a place of safety.
Any parting words, anything that you mentioned help through the council, but other organizations that need the support right now?
There are a number of organizations that are tied to Jamaica. You can get that information through the consulate's office, and you can go to our website. And if you want to make a specific donation to the country of Jamaica, we'll make sure that it gets to those organizations that are on the ground there, helping those individuals out.
Lester Barclay, the honorary counsel for Jamaica. Good of you to make time, sir. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.